your tickets this afternoon for Saturday, right?
You betcha.
So, well, and there's lots of things going on, Dean. We'll do a little business here, right?
Yeah, that's what. Well, our sponsor's paying us to do business for the Bank of 1889.
Yeah,
so,
we appreciate it.
We've got our chamber banquet coming next week as well. Sidney Moncrief is going to be our speaker, and that, we are close to sell out right now.
Wow.
So. We're close to closing the doors on it as well. Did you? I know your time overlapped because Sidney's a year older than you. Did
yes,
you
that's
have
right.
Time to,
Sidney was quite an athlete, but quite a gentleman.
Yep.
He was very much of a competitor, and he's meant a lot to the state of Arkansas over these years, and he's a true superstar. And he's first class, and he and his wife are doing some great things. And I'm sure everybody, that, if you want to go and hear more about his story, what he's doing now, that'd be a great time to go to the chamber banquet.
Yeah.
But just a super guy, and really put some things on the map for Arkansas. You think about Arkansas, and you say, well, that's a bunch of people with no shoes and no teeth, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what people say.
Yeah.
But look at what he has done. And we were always taught to be ambassadors for the state of Arkansas, and Sidney's always done that. And so just some of the things we used to do. The football players and the basketball players were in the dorms at the time, and so we got to hang out with them and just watch them, because these guys are about my height, but they could jump 12 foot in the air. I couldn't. So that was just a spectacular way with Eddie Sutton and his brought Arkansas basketball back from some of the times back in the days. So, just thrilled, and I know you guys are really going to enjoy the having him here.
We're excited. One of the facts, just looking up Sidney, is he was the first ever NBA Defensive Player of the Year.
Wow, yeah.
For
Milwaukee, wasn't it?
For Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I didn't believe that when I saw it, but that was the first year they did it. I think that was 83, 82. And they had all defensive teams, first team and second team, but the first year they decided to give, the one person MVP for defense. He got it the first year, and he got it the second year. So he won both 2 years right there.
That's awesome.
His name is all over defense during his tenure in the NBA. And ironically, when he had an injury and moved off, Alvin Robinson kind of filled that role and was on the all defensive team.
Yeah, San Antonio. Got you on that one, right?
There you go. You bet.
Well, folks, we've been tickled to talk to Tom today, but your family, they're all still right here, aren't they? You've got a lot of your family, and I tell you what, you talk about being an ambassador. With you being so close to Berryville, I'm sure you're still promoting old Berryville, right?
Well, I tell people, if you're not from Berryville, you say Berryville. If you're from here, you say Berryville. And I get that everywhere I go, and people understand that. Around the state, they do that. So it's always pretty exciting.
Well, tell us what you're doing now and kind of why we're hanging out together a little bit today.
Well, absolutely. I work for the state of Arkansas, the Economic Development Commission, which is part of the Department of Commerce. That was restructured under Governor Hutchinson. And so my role, I'm actually a resident person, a regional guy. I live over in the Rogers area, but I have a territory of about 12 counties now that go all northwest Arkansas and then all the way down to Fort Smith in those areas.
Excellent.
And I deal with our existing businesses, primarily manufacturing.
Really?
And I call existing businesses, that's our family, okay? They're already here. They're creating jobs. They're people are paying taxes. They're purchasing things, and they're trying to increase their standard of living. And that's what creating jobs is all about. And that's what I work with those companies to try to help them, get the roadblocks out of their way. Try to help them in ways of business that we can behind the scenes. And we refer them to other state agencies or other companies if they have some parallel things that they can help with, and make them new customers and match them up. So we're just out there in the grassroots the level of handling those kind of people, and I've met some great, wonderful people out there just working hard and creating things. That's what manufacturers do. They create things.
Well, and that's kind of what this chat is about. We want to promote our businesses, and Dean has been elevated to a new position, and And I think strength in numbers is what it's all about, isn't it, guys? So
Yeah, very much so. That's we're here to.
You bet.
We know each other,
Yeah.
but I know his role and what he's doing, and that's why I'm here to help because that we're partners in what we do.
Well, we're glad to partner both with you guys, and hope we get to talk much more, right?
I'll throw another thing out here about we always love to talk about sports and Razorbacks. I just found out from Coach Clark that Hudson Clark,
Yeah.
who was named the Southeast Conference Defensive Player of the Week, has been nominated for the Thorpe Award. He's like one of 5.
Wow.
And, whether anybody gets that award or not, just being nominated for any of those national awards like that is pretty spectacular.
Wow.
And so,
he wasn't just a starter.
Yeah.
He's been moved around and kind of like the way
he's
Tommy.
He's playing lots of positions. He's quite an athlete.
Yeah.
Oh man, and he's got a nose for the football.
Yeah.
I mean, when you get a fumble and an interception in the same game, whew.
Yeah, well,
That's rare.
At least we're talking about a good win because we got to buy this week, right, guys? So,
well, and the last thing I had on here is, we love to talk about our listening audience, and I found out this week from James Myatt with CS Bank that he turns on KTHS in his barn because it soothes his sheep out there. And so I said, "So your sheep are listening to community chat every week?" And he said, "Yeah, I felt good about it." He says, "Well, and that also helps scare off the coyotes. So we're scaring all the wild animals with our show, I guess."
That's not real funny.
Oh, guys, we could talk all day long, I guarantee you. And I bet we get to talk after air too. So
well, it's a treat having you here in town. You are a local celebrity, and I know with the Razorbacks in Detroit, you're well thought of and respected there just because of the person you are, Tommy.
Well, thank you, Gene. That's right back at you because you're the same for me, and I sure appreciate it. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, I'm just like a little kid in a candy store. You guys were more my sister's age, so I was just a punk. But at least I grew up. But I still can't hold a candle to these tall boys, right? Let me tell you, I still remember the basketball days, and I still love every moment of going to every one of those games. So, guys, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Dean, you have a great day and a great weekend.
Have a great day. Go Bobcats.
Go Bobcats.
Tommy, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jamie. Appreciate it.